Hello everyone, welcome to Physics Council. Today I am going to discuss one of the problem in motion in a straight line. Now the question is, a car starts moving rectilinear first with the acceleration a is equals to 5 meter per second square and initial velocity of the car is equals to 0, then uniformly and finally decelerated at the same rate a and then comes to a stop position. The total time of equals to 25, the total time of motion equals to t is equals to 25 seconds and average velocity of the car during the motion 72 kilometers per hour they have given. And the question is, how long does car move uniformly? How long does car move uniformly? Let's get into the scenario now. So here initially the car starts from rest, isn't it? And it starts from rest and moving with the acceleration a is equals to 5 meter per second square, and then after that uniform motion, and then it starts decelerating and car starts decelerating and finally it comes to a stop position. So now car traveled a distance s1 in t1 time in the case of accelerating motion, and now car traveled a distance s2 in time t2 and car traveled a distance s3 in time t3 in the case of deceleration motion, isn't it? And this is accelerating motion and this is a uniform motion and this is deceleration motion. So now in the question the total time of motion equals t is equals to 25 seconds they have given. T is equals to 25 seconds they have given. That means that is equals to, can you say t1 plus t2 plus t3, t1 plus t2 plus t3. And how long does the car move uniformly? How long does the car move uniformly? That means t2 we need to find. T2 we need to find, isn't it? So, and one more thing. So they have given in the question itself, that is the average velocity of the car during the motion. So that is v is equals to 72 kilometers per hour. That means 72 into 5 by 18, that is equals to 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. Now, so by taking this average velocity formula, we are able to find out that t2 value, isn't it? So that average velocity v is equals to, total distance by total time taken. So now here already we know that total distance means s1 plus s2 plus s3, isn't it? So s1 plus s2 plus s3. Total time means, so can I say that is a t1 plus t2 plus t3, that means 25 seconds, isn't it? So here we need to find s1 value and s2 value, s3 value, and after that we are able to find out that t2 value, isn't it? So now to find s1 value, so in the case of accelerating motion, so this is a accelerating motion and this is uniform motion and this is deceleration motion, isn't it? Now, so in the case of accelerating motion, s1 is equals to ut plus half at square, and here initial velocity of the car is equals to 0, so this term is going to be 0. Now S1 is equals to, we are able to write half into 5 into t1 square. In the case of acceleration, that is from here to here, so that is t1, isn't it? So next one, so in the case of uniform motion, so v is equals to u plus at. In order to find that s2 value, so first of all we need to find the velocity, right, final velocity, and v is equals to u plus at, and v is equals to u plus at, and this term is, and u is equals to 0, initial velocity is going to be 0, and v is equals to a means, so that is a 5, t means that is a t1, isn't it? So here we are finding that final velocity, so that's why we are taking here t1, isn't it? So now in order to find that, so s2 is equals to, can I say that is a speed into time, speed into time. So t2 means this is in the case of uniform motion, in the case of uniform motion. So now s2 is equals to 5t1, so v means 5t1, and t2 we are able to write here, and so displacement, so here the displacement is, sorry, displacement or distance, so here the displacement or distance is equals to half 5t1 square. And now, so to find that s3 value, s3 is equals to ut minus half at square. Why? Because this is in the case of decelerating motion. Decelerating means that is a minus a, isn't it? And one more thing we need to know in this situation, so that is, so here in this case velocity is a 5t1, and that means, so here 5t1, right? So uniform motion, it's maintaining that is a uniform velocity. And now, so here initial velocity in the case of deceleration, so that is a 5t1, right? So with this velocity it starts decelerating, right? So that's why initial velocity in the case of deceleration is v is equals to 5t1, isn't it? So now s3 is equals to 5t1, right? So t means, so time taken in the case of deceleration motion, that is a t3 minus half 5 t3 square, isn't it? So now here in this case already we know that t1, so again you can take this, so v is equals to u plus at, v is equals to u plus at in the case of deceleration motion. So this is finally the car comes to a stop, that means v is equals to 0 here, and final velocity is going to be 0, and here is final velocity is going to be 0, and this is acceleration, this is what a deceleration, can I say this is a minus 80, isn't it? So minus 80. So now u is equals to 80 over here. U means here, can I say this is a 5t1, and that is equals to a means, so a means 5 and t means t3, 5t1 is equals to 5t3, so t1 is equals to t3 over here, t1 is equals to t3 over here. So now, so to find that velocity, so that time, so we need to write this formula again, so that is, so v is equals to s1 plus s2 plus s3 by 25 seconds, and here v means 20 meter per second, already we got it, and that is the 20 is equals to s1 means, so 5t1 square by 2, 5t1 square by 2, and plus s2 means 5t1 t2, 5t1 t2, and plus s3 means 5t1 t3 minus half minus 5t3 square by 2, isn't it? So now, so here t1 is equals to t3, already we know that, isn't it? So here by 25, here by 25 seconds. So now 20 into 25, that is a 500, that is equals to, and T1 is equals to T3. In the place of T3 we can substitute T1 value, and that is a 5T1 square by 2 plus 5T1 T2 plus 5T1 square minus 5T1 square by 2. 5T1 square by 2, 5T1 square by 2, isn't it? And remaining term will be 500 is equals to 5T1 T2 plus 5T1 square, isn't it? 5T1 square. And from this one, so here I am writing that, and here I am writing that. Now already we know that T1 is equals to T3, and T1 plus T2 plus T3 is equals to 25, isn't it? And in the case of T3 you can write a T1, and that is a 2T1 plus T2 is equals to 25. So that is a T2 is equals to 25 minus 2T1, isn't it? Right? So now, so I am going to remove this session now. So that is, so now 500 is equals to 5T1 into 25 minus 2T1 plus 5T1 square. Why? Because this is a T2 means here 25 minus 2T1. So now, so 500 is equals to, so this is a 25 into 5, that is a 125 T1. So this is a minus 10T1 minus 10T1 square, and this is a 5T1 square, that means minus 5T1 square plus 125 T1. So by using this quadratic equation we are able to get T1 is equals to 20 seconds and T2 is equals to 5 seconds. So we can say T1 is equals to 20 seconds. Why? Because 25 minus 2T1. So if you place a T1 value is equals to 20, so this is a 25 minus 40 will get. So this, it is not a suitable for this, and so that's why T2 is equals to 5 seconds we can say. So now T2 is equals to 25 minus 10 is equals to, so 2 into, so T1 means that is a 5, that is equals to 15 seconds we can say, right? 15 seconds the car move in uniform motion, isn't it? So take a screenshot.